Hey everyone, hope you're well. It's Wednesday the 26th of June 2013 and today I've actually felt really inspired but to make computer games again, but of course I can't go back to coding anything because I really need to finish my dice game. So it's the typical kind of wanting to procrastinate and like what I've heard other people call positive procrastination or something, or productive procrastination, I guess, when instead of doing what you're kind of meant to be doing, you do something else. Like a lot of people do stuff like they'll clean the entire house or something because they're meant to be doing certain something else. So yeah, it's very tempting to kind of work on a computer game again when I'm meant to be doing my dice game. And of course there's my game idea, which I was talking about earlier this year, that I still haven't got round to really doing. However, I have noticed there's a game jam coming up called Molyjam, which is next weekend, so it's like July the 5th. So I might do that, and the idea of Molyjam is I think it's only the second one, and the first one was you had to make a game based on an idea from Molyjam, the Peter Molyneux parody account on Twitter. So you had to take a tweet that they'd done and actually make a game from that idea for real. And the funny thing with it this time round is they've actually found some really obscure quotes from the real Peter Molyneux for inspiration for game ideas. So they've taken, I guess they've taken quotes out of context a lot as well. So they found the most bizarre things that he said, because he's famous for having really interesting ideas. So it's a really funny idea. So I really want to, I figured it would be a good excuse, and I'd like to get involved with that. And I figured it would be a good excuse to finally get into using Game Maker and see if that's any good and see what that's like. And because I've still got like the trial Game Maker Lite, which I think is the trial. I don't remember buying it anyway. And I still haven't used it and seen what it's like. And I mean, the last couple of Ludum Dare game jams I've done, I've used as an excuse to get into using Flixel, which is a really quick and easy way of making Flash games. And but that's not so, I don't, I wouldn't want to like make kind of like a commercial game, no matter how small, in Flixel, because there's sort of like the Flixel logos printed all over it and stuff, and also it just feels a bit like cheating because it's so easy. And I'm not sure what kind of commercial licensing options there is with Flixel. I mean, you can like make a Flash game and make money from that Flash game, but it is very clearly the whole made with Flixel thing. And also it's a very specific pixely look that I don't necessarily want, while the Game Maker is, I don't think you can do 3D in Game Maker. It's all 2D, but it's got that kind of, it's more smooth and higher resolution and everything and all of that. And looks like a really good platform, and I know that Splunky, for example, was made with Game Maker, so I've been meaning to get around to using it because I think it might be the best option for the game I've had in mind for a while, which will be in 2D but slightly higher quality than just an average Flash game. So anyway, yeah, it would be a really good excuse to use that. And even if I don't actually end up, I haven't looked at exactly how the game jam works, or what rules there are and stuff. I guess it's more of like a genuine jam, unlike Ludum Dare is a competition. There is a jam attached to it now, but the main thing is a competition, and then the jam is a jam where you kind of more just do it for fun and then you share it with everyone, and there isn't necessarily grading and stuff. It's just like a fun, creative event kind of thing. So yeah, so either way, I think and if I do it, then I'll be looking at, I'll get into Game Maker a little bit before the competition, because it'll be impossible to start from scratch. I mean, I kind of did that on my first Ludum Dare with Flixel, as I literally hadn't actually got around to using it at all. So I spent quite a few hours actually doing sort of like the beginner tutorials and stuff, and that was part of my time. And then the second one wasn't quite as brutal because I've done it before, but I still hadn't touched it in between. But with this, I think I will actually sort of like get the basics down with Game Maker before the jam, and then even if I don't end up doing the jam, I'll still have worked out how to use it. So anyway, what else? My thing's frozen already, and that's 5.5 minutes already. Okay, so I better wrap it up in a minute. I watched a really good David Cage interview today, which is part of my inspiration to sort of like do some interesting game stuff. That interview also had, I've forgotten his name, but the creator of Shenmue, which got me thinking about Shenmue, which got me wanting to play Shenmue, but I don't have it. But I do have the Yakuza games on PlayStation 2. I feel like picking up a cheap PS3 soon, presuming that they go cheap because of PS4 coming out, and playing Yakuza 3 and 4, and is 5 on PS3 as well? I think it is. Playing those, because I'd really love to play those as well. It's an awesome series, and kind of similarities to Shenmue. But yeah, that interview just got me really thinking about, you know, experimental gameplay and stuff, the kind of interesting kind of stuff that I'm interested in, rather than just running around shooting people in the face, which gets quite boring. And talking of interesting games, I was also playing Animal Crossing today. Nothing spectacular. Actually, I collected quite a few more bugs that I needed. I've only got a few more now. Whereas I've only got a sort of like, there's about, I won't list them, there's 6 bugs and fish in total that I still need to collect, that are available to collect, and they're also ones that are available, you know, next month and most of the year. So I've got all the ones that I have to get this month, and the others I still need to pick up. But that's pretty cool, because if I collect all the ones that I can, then that's even less pressure. I've already taken a lot of pressure off myself with collecting fruit, because I figured it's not the quickest way to make money. And now if I collect everything I need to collect, then that's even less pressure to collect stuff, and it's not as much hours of my day spent playing it. And scrolls, I played a couple of actual ranked matches today, and kind of one half of them, and it tended to be like the first half, so I thought I was doing really well, and then I lost a bunch as well. So it's kind of 50-50 again. But I bought a few more scrolls, and I'm just going to wrap this up now, just in case it's not recording. So I hope you're well, and I'm just checking. Yep, that's all I'll talk about today, and I'll better lean in to turn you off. I hope you're well. I'll see you tomorrow.